Hello, 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 house number three. I'm Queen Purple, and this is
Tina.
we're here coming to you live. We're doing a special video today for a discussion about something that happened on Thursday's video.
Mhm.
Care to share, Tina?
Yeah, so the conversation actually happened because of something that I mentioned in this previous video you guys just saw, where I kind of expressed my views as to why I wasn't in supportive of Joe Biden. And that reason is I do not support, him not wanting to defund the police. And after I said that, go on and explain to them why. Go on and explain to them. Explain to them.
So it got back to me how she was talking trash about defunding the police, and we have two different views on about the police department. Um, we both we both stand on two different sides of this. I have my opinion, she has her opinion, so we're gonna share our opinions and we're gonna fight because I'm ready to fight. I feel ready for war. You see, my shirt. Let's see if you can see my shirt.
Whoa.
My shirt turned up.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that shirt.
So we're gonna discuss it, and she's gonna start by telling you what she said on the last live we did, which was Thursday. I wasn't present for it.
Mm,
That's why it got back to me.
right. So it all happened because I know you wasn't here. But I mentioned that was not I didn't vote this time. I did not vote for either Biden or Trump. And those views you can go over to, last week's well, this past video and kind of watch as to why. But, I just did not vote. And one of the reasons as to why I didn't vote for Biden was because, he didn't want to defund the police. And with that being said, I just want to put out there, because we're going to get into a few things. We definitely are going to get into a few things, which reminds me, Lord, did you see that video that I sent in the Facebook
I did.
Messenger?
I'm ready for
Okay,
that too.
because
I
you said
did.
what?
I'm ready
You
for
s-
that too. I watched,
no, no, but
I
that's
watched it
that's
when you sent it.
right. But
I
that's
watched
one of
it
the
when you
things
sent
that
it.
I will. That's one of the things I will, and we could definitely try and see if our editor could kind of edit that video in. You know what I mean? Like for the
Mm,
playback.
I
Like
don't.
when
I mean, we can see what they
yeah,
can do.
we could just try and see it. But yeah. So with that being said, I just want to express that I do not agree with the police separating themselves from TEA, right?
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah,
okay. So I'm gonna discuss that as far as what we're not separated. Um, Hi, Joy Chit Chat. We're not separated. So basically, we are under the same umbrella. There are different entities under the NYPD, and we are one of them. So they
right.
have crossing guards, auxiliary, cadets, school safety, traffic. They
Mm-hmm.
have different entities actually under them, and we are under one of those entities. We are actually um, run by somebody in the police department. The chief of transportation is in charge of us. So we fall
Mm-hmm.
under the same people that do the police officers that handle TMC, the intersection, things of that sort. So we're not, it's not that we're separated.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. We're just, how do I say? I like to say, if you want to think of it in some hood terminology, we're the low budget drug dealers. So we the one that bring the money in, and the big dogs get fat off of it, because that's how I view it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
I've
the
been on the
truth.
job. Yeah, I've been on the job 15 years. I don't regret it like I did get what I do. I don't want to be a police officer. So people
Mm-hmm.
get that misconstrued. There are a lot of us who go to the police department. I actually just was for my agents. They actually are going over to the police academy. So they do take from traffic. We actually was like their first pick from traffic and school safety. Other the entities they take from them when they do their first picks for police officers because we're already employed with the department. So they've been watching us already. So it's easier just to take from us as opposed to a civilian in the street. So these people that they are taking, these new classes of police officers, are not the original um, police department, I want to say, where things
Okay.
were different. So there are problems in every job. I'm gonna say that. However, I don't agree with defunding the police department because at the end of the day, they are necessary. The community has shown that they cannot police themselves. If we were at a point where the community could police themselves, it'd be great. But they can't, and I'm gonna show to you how. I'm gonna show you something so basic. When the pandemic hit, the city of New York canceled street cleaning, right? They didn't clean the streets.
Street cleaning? Oh, street
Yeah,
cleaning.
street
Okay.
cleaning. When they do the sweeper, when the sweeper come and sweep the streets, they canceled it, which is understandable. They weren't writing tickets for because people who were sick, people were dying. Like the city, the end of the day. When they implemented it again, they made it easy for people. Instead of 2 days a week, they made it to 1 day a week, right? Street cleaning in most boroughs, I think, is $65. Don't quote me on that. I'm like, it's 6. I'm 90%. It used to be 45. I think it's 65 now in all boroughs. Not 100% sure, but I'm 95% sure. However, the community needs their streets clean. Yet the community doesn't move their cars. So if it's something as simple as that cannot be enforced by the community, how do you expect them to enforce something so major as drug selling and violence, things of that sort?
Are we still live? I got a phone
Yeah,
call from Boo Boo and them.
I know that's what I don't know why. Um, so
So wait, let me
at the
get
end of
this
the day,
straight because I was under the impression that the reason for you not being in support of defunding the police was solely based because of the current job that you have. So it's
no,
not
I had no. That's
okay.
not. It has
Cause
nothing.
girl,
My thing. Listen, let me tell you
okay,
something. No, I
because
listen.
that's
I'm
what I
employed
thought.
by the police
That's what I
department. No,
thought.
no, I'm employed by them. They give me a
Hmm.
check. That's what pays
Right.
my rent, my car, my insurance. They give me money. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But I have never wanted to be a police officer. When I first started the job, I was 22 and I had 52 college credits, right? I'm not
Hmm.
52. I think I had like 40 something. And they used to send me
Hmm.
letters in the mail and ask me to join the police department because in order to be a police officer, you need 60 college credits. So it was like a big thing, right? But I never wanted to join. I'm from the hood, so I never wanted to be a police officer. Don't get me wrong, I respect what they do, but you need them. Like realistically, you do need them. I get where people come from with the whole situation where there are police officers who do bad, but that's with every job. So defunding them, I don't agree to. Like if they want to use the money, like take money and use it for better training, I'm okay with that. I can understand that. But and then we're watching where you place police officers because you can't take, and it's not to take against any police officer, but they're trained in an academy. They're not dealing with hand on hand crime. So if you get somebody from Long Island who's never seen a crime or never been around a crime, to me, they don't know what to expect. And then you take and put them in somewhere like in a housing projects.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
just like anybody, if you put me in a situation, you can't tell me how to react. Now, granted, they're trained and they can tell them how to handle a situation, but the reality of it is that you can't train them on what's really going to happen. Like you don't know how to fight until you actually have a fight. You don't know how to deal with an irate motorist until you actually have an irate. I can tell you what you should do, but you don't know how your body, how your person is going to react. So now you have these guys, these people. I'm not gonna say just guys, women. They come from these suburban areas and they put them in the hood, what we consider the hood. And to me, when they put them in the hood, they're not ready for what they seeing. So
Hmm.
some of them, they they blend in. They start to feel the atmosphere just like regular people in high school, in college, in public school. You get put in a situation, you like, all right, hold on, let me fill this out. And everybody reacts different. Some of them feel the situation. They like, all right, I can fuck with this, you know. Just like you have them little um Arab stores where the Arab dude is mad cool. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They blend with the hood. Then you have some stores you go and they don't blend with the hood. You get what I'm saying? And there's no different with any person. So some of the police officers that come, they don't blend with the hood. And then they're always under attack. So they feel the need to attack. That's my perception of what happens. Because if I'm constantly attacking you, you're going to attack back. That's reality,
Okay.
right?
It's
So this is why I
reality.
said my issue with defunding the hood has nothing. I mean, defunding the police department has nothing to
Has
do
nothing to do
with
with,
your job.
because I ain't gonna lie, like for everybody watching, like when we initially had the conversation yesterday to do this live stream, we did not talk about where, like, I knew we had opposing views, but I didn't know where hers were coming from, so I assumed
I just
it
couldn't
was
get a fight.
because of. All right, so with
No,
that being said, I see what you're saying as far as you know, where you don't want. Uh, I'll say this: I agree with the Long Island example you gave with the police officer coming from a place like Long Island who doesn't that don't necessarily experiences crimes such as, like, places like Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens.
hmm
They
they're not used to
experience.
the guy in the
So
corner selling the weed. They're not used
with
to
that
him.
be, I definitely agree that it should be our own people coming out of our own communities, like watching over us, if that
But you
makes
do
sense.
have that. The
To
problem
an
is you do
extent.
have that.
To an extent.
No, 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 you
Not this
do.
one over here.
Because I have people. I have a lot of people from Brooklyn. A lot of people that I
Mm-hmm.
know that are from the hood. Like I told you, that work with
Mm-hmm.
me, that go to the police department, and they're from the hood. The problem becomes is your reason for joining the police department. So, like I said, I can agree to better training, maybe a more extensive reason why they want to become police officers, because that can also be an issue too. Because if you have somebody who was bullied all their life, and then you give them a gun, they finna be like, pop off, pop off, pop off, because I got agents like that be
Mm-hmm.
gangster, and then call me over the radio. I need a supervisor at 85 me. And I'd be like, the fuck, what happened to the order pop off? It was the pop off and pop.
Right.
They ain't popping no more. So, what you sipping on?
So Laura, let me. Oh, my good old Paul
Hmm.
Masson. Yeah, I'm sipping though. I'm sipping.
Coca-Cola.
Um, can
Forgot.
I ask you something? Do you know how
Okay.
much the NYPD budget is?
Not a clue. I mean,
So
I'm not gonna
the
say I know exactly how much they get. I
mm-hmm.
know that because they have all those entities, they get
entities,
money for
right?
each entity.
Mm-hmm. So
So
with that being
I know that that's
said,
how that is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the NYPD actually gets $6 billion for funding. And what I found out also was back in June of this year, June, I want to say it might have been like the 21st, 22nd of this year. They
Hmm.
did, in fact, defund the police, and that was something that Joey brought up in the last
Yeah,
video.
they do.
He did mention that, the police was defunded in New York City, and
They were.
the amount was only for $1 billion. So
Okay,
out of
because they took away a
six
unit. They took away the
billion
undercover.
dollars, right?
Okay.
So out of $6 billion, they were only defunded 1 billion, which leaves them 5 billion other dollars to sit here and fool around
But
and
they
play with
covered. See,
and stuff.
but it's not fooling around. Like, see, that's what people
I mean,
think.
I wouldn't
A
say fooling.
budget is given
Okay,
to you.
maybe I
So a
might have.
budget is given to you. No, but listen, a budget is given to you. So I'm fully aware how the budget within the police department works. Not sure what the
Right,
money is. Hey, Macho. Not sure what the money amount is, but I'm fully aware what the budget is, how
right.
it works. So this is how the budget works. That budget covers raises, it covers promotions, it covers
Overtime,
overtime because we have
social,
it covers supplies.
insurance, all of that. Yeah.
No, it does it covers our health insurance. Our hey Bubba, It covers our health. It
Hey,
Oh,
actually
I didn't know
doesn't
we was
cover.
having
Oh, so you found
company.
other
I
people
thought
to
this
see what
was
the
a
answer
girl
no.
is.
thing. I thought it was a girls' night out
Your mother
thing.
said, "Call."
All right, I'm sorry. No, I was trying to figure something out, but now I figured it out. All right, y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm sorry to
Oh,
interrupt.
everything
Hey,
good
y'all.
though. What's up?
Yeah,
Hey,
everything
Everything
cool.
good.
good?
We all
Okay.
good. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm out of here. Love
All
y'all.
right.